Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Hello everyone, I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be using this vintage pudding mold. They were used in the Victorian era. It was a popular dessert. The recipe we're going to be using today is called Steamed Sticky Toffee Pudding, and we're going to be using dates. First I have to remove the pit or the stone from the date. It's a seed. I'm going to cut them up and place them in a saucepan with some water. And they will need to cook on the stove. I'm going to be using butter on this tin mold. I need to make sure I get it in all of the little creases. The dates have cooked long enough, and now I'm going to add some baking soda. As that continues to cool, I'll add the ingredients for the main batter. Sugar, butter, eggs, vanilla, baking powder, salt, and flour. The dates have cooled, and I'm going to add them to the batter. I'm going to distribute the batter evenly around the sides of the pudding mold. I've placed the lid on securely, and now I'm going to take it over to the stove and put it in a pot of hot simmering water. It needs to stay covered in this simmering pot for approximately 2 hours. I'm going to light the candles in the room, starting with the Christmas tree. This will set the mood for when we read the last part of the story, A Christmas Carrol by Charles Dickens. The pudding has been cooking for approximately 2 hours. Time now to make the toffee sauce. Brown sugar, butter, vanilla, and heavy cream or whipping cream. I'll finish this process over on the stove. It has cooled slightly, and I'm going to pour it into a little serving pitcher. Time to remove the pudding out of the simmering water. I've let it cool for a little while, but it's still pretty hot to the touch. But it is time to turn it out. I'm serving it with ice cream and drizzling the toffee sauce on top of the pudding. The pudding is like a very moist cake. Let's get ready for the last part of our story. Scrooge awakens. The bed was his own. The room was his own. The best and happiest of all, the time before him was his own, to make amends in it. I will live in the past, the present, and the future, Scrooge repeated as he scrambled out of bed. I don't know what to do, cried Scrooge, laughing and crying in the same breath. I'm as light as a feather. I am as happy as an angel. I am as merry as a schoolboy. I am as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everyone. A Happy New Year to all the world. I don't know what day of the month it is, said Scrooge. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. The church bells ringing the loudest he had ever heard. Oh, glorious, glorious! Running to the window, he opened it and popped out his head. What's today? Cried Scrooge, calling downward to a boy in his Sunday clothes. Eh? Said the boy. What day is it, my fine fellow? Said Scrooge. Today? Why, Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day? Said Scrooge to himself. I haven't missed it. Do you know the Poulter's in the next street, but one at the corner? Said Scrooge. I should hope I did, replied the lad. An intelligent boy, said Scrooge. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little prize, the big one. What? The one as big as me? What a delightful boy, said Scrooge. Yes, said Scrooge. Go and tell them to bring it here, that I may give them the directions to where to take it. Come back in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown. The boy was off like a shot. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit, whispered Scrooge, rubbing his hands and splitting with a laugh. He shan't know who sent it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. He dressed himself in all his best and at last got into the street. He went to the church and walked about the streets and watched the people hurrying to and fro. He had never dreamed that any walk could give him such happiness. He turns his steps towards his nephew's house. He passed the door a dozen times before he had the courage to go up and knock. He made a dash and did it. "Why, bless my soul," cried Fred. "Who's that?" "It's your Uncle Scrooge. I have come to dinner. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful happiness." He was early at the office the next morning. He was hoping to catch Bob Cratchit coming in late. The clock struck 9. No Bob. He was a full 18 minutes late. Scrooge sat with his door wide open that he might see him come into the tank. Bob's hat was off before he opened the door. He was on his stool in a jiffy. "Hello," growled Scrooge. "What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?" "Very sorry, sir. It's only once a year. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir." "I'll tell you what, my friend," said Scrooge. "I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer." Scrooge leaped from his stool and giving Bob a dig in the waistcoat. "Therefore, I'm about to raise your salary. A Merry Christmas, Bob," said Scrooge. Scrooge was better than his word, and Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became a second father to. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. He had no further visits from the spirit. It was said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone. Season Living will be taking a Christmas break. We'll be back in about 2 weeks. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.